101.7 FM, Benin City. First, the headlines. Senate pulls NBC off budget proposal for 2021. Ibrahim Magu writes Salami panel, demands copies of petition. Federal government urges telecom companies to reduce prices of data. On entertainment, Burna Boy sets new record. Details of this and more after this break. I'm Benjamin Kaduri. The federal government on Thursday expressed confidence that Nigeria will secure a fair share of COVID-19 vaccines as countries of the world race towards securing allocations of the vaccines doses as soon as they are available. The Minister of Health, Dr. Sagi Ehanire, made this known during the Presidential Task Force briefing on COVID-19 in Abuja. He said Nigeria is also working with World Health Organization, WHO, to finalize enrollment with ACT Accelerator, a global mechanism tracking and sponsoring research organizations working on COVID-19 vaccine development. He, however, criticized the move by some countries to nationalize and politicize vaccine distribution and accessibility, terming it as a failure of global leadership. The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, on Friday urged telecom companies to reciprocate the reduction in the right-of-way by making data prices more affordable to Nigerians. Its Executive Vice Chairman, Professor Umar Dambata, stated this while addressing the participants at first virtual edition of the Telecoms Consumer Parliament held at the NCC head office in Abuja. Professor Dambata explained that considering steps taken by the present administration to reduce the charges of right-of-way below 145 naira per linear meter, while some states waived the charges outrightly, it had become necessary for operators to reciprocate the gesture. He said the Parliament also provided an opportunity for industry stakeholders to have a quick look at how the pandemic is impacting service delivery in the telecommunication industry, which currently provides a digital platform for the economy to remain afloat. The Senate has removed the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, from the budget proposal for the 2021 fiscal year. The legislative body reached the decision to exclude the NBC from the budget following submissions by officials of the agency that the commission can sufficiently sustain itself without subventions from government. The NBC said it was willing to make such sacrifice in the spirit of the current efforts by the Senate through its Joint Committee on Finance and National Planning to reduce Nigeria's budget deficit for 2021. With the exclusion of NBC from the budget, the agency will have to depend heavily on its revenue sources, which come mainly from license fees, levies, and fines from broadcast stations in the country. The suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu, has written to the chairman of the Judicial Commission of Inquiry, probing him and the affairs of the commission. In a letter dated August 20, the former EFCC boss requested for the copies of documents so far tendered against him by those who have appeared before the commission. Magu demanded that he be given the necessary documents by the commission to be able to defend himself in view of the weight of criminal allegations leveled against him and the anti-graft agency. In July, the suspended EFCC boss had complained of not receiving a copy of the allegations against him. Magu's travails followed a memo by the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, who accused him of selling recovered looted assets to his associates. A federal high court in Port Harcourt on Friday sentenced two Lebanese to 2 years in prison each for $890,000 found in their possession. The duo, Shamsuddin Mohammed and Dina Kali, were said to have attempted to smuggle the foreign currency out of the country Service and handed over to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. In a statement issued on Thursday by EFCC head, Media and Publicity, Dele Oyewale, the anti-graft agency secured their conviction before Justice I.M. Sani of the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt. According to the statement, the Lebanese pleaded guilty to separate one count charge of money laundering slammed against them by the agency. At the court hearing, EFCC prosecuting counsel Aso Peters urged the court to sentence the defendants. However, counsel to the defendants, Paul Ejiga, begged the courts to temper justice with mercy, as the defendants were first-time offenders who have no previous criminal record. Justice Sani thereafter sentenced the defendants to 2 years imprisonment with an option of fine of 1 million naira each. The judge also ordered the undeclared amount to be forfeited to the federal government of Nigeria. KFM News continues right after this break. Stay with us.
Beautiful one, I call on you today.
Bless you.
This not become a bless you. This season when we say coronavirus on the show itself for the world there. Now time to use tissue paper or handkerchief. Take cover your mouth or nose when you cough or sneeze. This is not time to always wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer where it contain better alcohol. This is not time to give ears as an avoid me. Give me space to any person where they cough or sneeze. This is not time to protect yourself or neighbors from sickness. So if you notice anything, sharp, carry yourself for the person go hospital or call this number free of charge. You're not going to collect money for your hand. That is toll-free number for 080 00 26 7662 080 00 26 7662. The first thing bring this other number for 080 09 70 00010. Remember, say life now says coronavirus not a show for Facebook, and person with life will carry first to this message from KUFM 2.7.
Welcome back. Still in the news, Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has described the withdrawal of his invitation to speak at the 2020 Nigerian Bar Association Conference as an unfortunate embrace of injustice. El-Rufai, in a statement by a spokesperson, Muyiwa Adekeye, vowed he cannot be silenced. The NBA withdrew the invitation following protests from some lawyers. However, El-Rufai, in a statement, insisted he will continue to offer his opinions on critical issues in the country. Former Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan will lead other West African leaders to Mali on Saturday to help the search for solutions to their leadership. Mali's elected president, Ibrahim Keita, was overthrown on Tuesday by rebellion troops, who took him as well as Prime Minister Boubou Cissé and other senior officials into custody. The coup has sent shockwaves around West Africa, sparking fears that one of the region's most volatile states and the front line in the fight against jihadism could collapse. Earlier on Tuesday, before the coup, Jonathan, while briefing Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, said Mali's main opposition group, M5, was adamant on its call for the resignation of Keita. Meanwhile, the United Nations human rights officials visited Keita and other detained officials on Thursday, while the junta on Friday said it had released 2 detainees, retaining 17. 208 Nigerian citizens departed New Jersey for home on Thursday in the night evacuation flight from the United States. This is the final repatriation flight organized by the federal government, excluding any future change in plan for citizens stranded in the United States due to the coronavirus pandemic. It came barely 24 hours after the 8th flight, which evacuated 94 Nigerians from Houston, Texas. The report says a total of 2,322 citizens were deported in the U.S. lap of the evacuation that began on May 10th. Ekiti State House of Assembly has suspended the Ikere local government chairman, Femi Ayodele, over alleged unauthorized presidential campaign posters for Governor Kayode Fayemi. The council chairman was suspended by the lawmakers at the Assembly's plenary, presided over by the Speaker, Fumini Afuye, on Friday. The Assembly also committed the matter to its House Committee on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs for thorough investigation. Ayodele had sponsored campaign posters canvassing for Governor Fayemi to contest as a presidential candidate under the platform of the All Progressives Congress in 2023. The poster has since become the subject of political debates and innuendos on different platforms. The House later adjourned the sitting to Monday, August 24th, 2020. Coming up in a moment on our entertainment news, Burna Boy wins big on Spotify. Let's do news break on Q92.7 FM. Over now to entertainment. Nigerian Afrobeat singer Damini Ogun, popularly known as Burna Boy, has set a new record as he becomes African artist with the most monthly listeners on music streaming platform Spotify. This was revealed by Charts Africa, and the African Giants also confirmed it by retweeting it. Burna achieved this feat after he surpassed a whopping 14 million monthly listeners. This huge success is believed to be the handiwork of the fifth and latest album, Twice as Tall. Nigerian female dancehall sensation Cynthia Morgan, now known as Madrina, has returned to the music scene after a long break with a new jam titled Hustle. The new single is produced by Chopsticks. Famous for her unique brand of dancehall and rap music genre, Morgan's new single is expected to rock all musical platforms. The rapper had earlier revealed why her music career hit the rocks, with a lot of controversy surrounding her contract with her former record label boss, Jude Okoye. And lastly, popular American rapper Megan Thee Stallion has confirmed that she was shot by Canadian rapper and singer Tory Lanez. Megan disclosed this during an Instagram live session while giving out the details of the shooting incident. The American rapper was earlier involved in a shooting incident on 12th July where she got a gunshot wound and had surgery. She revealed that she was shot for no reason and was reluctant to tell the police the truth about the incident because she did not want them to get in more trouble than they were already going to be in as a result of them having a gun in their car. And that's the news, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Federal government urges telecom companies to reduce prices of data. Senate pulls NBC off budget proposal for 2021. Ibrahim Magu writes Salami panel demands copies of petition. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Coronavirus is real. Wash your hands regularly with soap and running water. Use your face mask while in public places. Stay safe. KFM News Break was produced by Masakai Wajai. I'm Benjamin Calorie, saying thanks for listening. Good evening.